guys, it's Danny Bell. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today wherever you are in the world. Today we're on day 50 in our farm core island of Sugarbelle, and I'm really excited because guys, we're winding down, just finishing up with the last few builds on the island before I re-release the dream address. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to share a finished Sugarbelle with you guys. I sincerely appreciate all of your patience. I know it's been a minute, and for any of you who have visited the dream address previously, it is still set in the winter time, so I'm really excited to relaunch it in spring with all of our new builds that we've been working on together on the channel. I wanted to say welcome to all of the new subscribers, as well as thanks to all the existing subscribers. You guys mean the world to me, truly, and I cannot thank you enough for coming along with me on this Sugarbelle journey. Alright, so today I thought for the build we could work on this area where Tangy's house is. This is actually the area that used to be the ski lift back in the winter time, if you've checked out the winter version of the island. And I really liked this area. I liked the double ramps. I was really uncertain on what to do because I was torn. I didn't want to tear down the ramps, you guys. So I thought, you know what, let's do a twist on an orchard. Instead of doing a standard orchard that's sort of all sprawled out in one area, let's create sort of a vertical version of an orchard over and around Tangy's house. I wanted to sort of create a little fruit market space as well. So we'll sort of go through and fill in these areas. My goal is to hopefully kind of fill in this space over here as well towards the secret beach, maybe do a little pastry stand of sorts. And then down here in this area, which is right next to Ava's chicken coop, maybe doing our little fruit market and a little mini apple orchard. This little space over here, you guys, this actually used to be the entrance to the ski lift area. Check out Ava. She's so freaking cute. She's just sunning herself and it's so precious. This little area I was hoping that maybe eventually we could turn into a little farmer's market, so hopefully looking forward to doing that video next. But first today, let's work on the orchard for Tangy's house. I'm really excited. So let's turn on our construction app and get going and speed things up. I'm really excited to see how this is all gonna turn out for Tangy. So what have you guys been up to? Have you been playing a ton on your Animal Crossing island? Let me know in the comments. I always love to hear from you guys what you've been working on your islands. If you'd like to potentially see your island's dream featured on the channel, I would absolutely love to come visit to potentially showcase your island to the rest of the Animal Crossing community. I always love to see what you guys have been up to, what sort of ideas you have, because that's one of my favorite parts about the Animal Crossing community. We love to share all of our ideas, inspire each other, and it's always great to see what you guys have come up with. In particular, also, if you have any builds on the DLC Happy Home Paradise that you would like to share as well, I have a new subscriber consideration form for that too. Both of those forms can be found in the description of most of my videos. Okay, so just to get caught up with what we're doing, I've laid down some basic pathing. I did a lot of the in-game path over here just because I did want it to show up on the map. I've also done an overlay with this really beautiful vintage floral path. It's a custom design, and I'll be sure to link those custom design codes in the description of the video for you guys. So if you are looking for a really pretty fresh spring path, this is a really great one to use. And then we're basically just going to start filling in the areas, not only with fruit trees, but with some of these fence items right here. I love this item, you guys, especially doing a farm core island. I feel like it's fitting. I love that there's a rusty option, and you can actually use a custom design right on the fence. So it's just kind of nice that we have the ability to sort of add a little extra special, unique touch to this particular item. Check out Tangy, you guys. She's so sweet. She's doing her morning yoga, and I can't even. It's just too cute. Really excited to be able to get this space all fixed up for her. In particular, I wanted to mention to you guys, once we re-release the dream address of Sugarbelle, I'm really excited because I've been working on a secret surprise. I've been working not only on changing up some of the interiors of the villager houses, but also the interior of our character's house too, of Danny Belle's house. So really excited. I'll probably do a quick video about that next week just to kind of showcase what I've been working on for us on the channel. So please look out for that. I've also been doing a few little shorts videos in between here and there as well, just to kind of highlight some of the smaller areas on the island that tend to get overlooked a little bit. I know for myself, I do tend to struggle sometimes with the smaller areas. It feels like the big areas on an island, you can come up with lots of different ideas and tends to come together pretty well, but I don't know about you guys, but I really struggle with the small little areas in between the bigger builds on my island. So I'm hopeful to do more quick build videos here and there, just to kind of highlight little builds like that for you guys as well. Okay, so now we've added our fruit trees. I sort of grouped them together. I put the cherries in one area, the pears in another, oranges, of course, right next to Tangy's house there on the top tier. And I'm just sort of trying to fill in with some more items. I really love these little crate designs here that are made out of these umbrellas. These are a pro design, and again, I'll list the custom design code in the description of the video for you. But I really like these, especially working with an orchard, any of the farm type of areas. I really love how these look. They have a great 3D effect, and it's nice because although they take up a pro design slot in your custom designs, I feel like they're just a really versatile way to sort of give that added 3D effect to your builds. Okay, so now I'm just placing some more items, again, putting some little crates of pears over here by the pear trees, and then just sort of filling in with different things like these stacked barrels, putting a few little touches of barbed wire fence here and there to fill in, as well as some of these stacked crates. I really love this item, perfect for farm type of builds and things like that. Just sort of spinning things around to get a little bit different angle on some of the items that we normally wouldn't see. And I kind of wanted to use this flower garden cart, guys. I don't know. I love this little item, and I'm really glad to be able to use it again. All right, so just filling in this area, I wanted a little seating space as well as a little hand washing station where you can picture any of our guests coming to visit Sugarbelle, just doing some fruit picking and washing all of their fruit that they get at the stand to take home, sort of like a you pick sort of vibe going on here at Tangy's Orchard. I kind of thought it would be fun to put a little porta potty here, so I picked the green. I thought it would be cute to match Tangy's house, just something kind of funny to go along with the theme itself, I guess. All right, so just filling in with some things like this wagon, and then I'm going to put the trees back. I'm going to put the peach trees here, but honestly, guys, it's so hard to place items and see with all the trees. So I'm sort of just trying to move things around so that it's a little bit more visible for you. Okay, so now we're going to fill in this space right here with this little rake. I've done this trick before on the island, but you just place the custom design code on the ground and then place a vaulting pole right here on top of it. It's a great little 3D fun trick that you could do, perfect for spring and fall, I think. In particular, if you have the space for a build to be able to put a little leaf pile next to it, it's just perfectly chef's kiss. I absolutely love it. So I hope you'll give that a try for yourselves. Like I said, I'll put the custom design code in the description of the video for you guys. All right, so it's coming together nicely. I decided up here on the top over by Tangy's house, I wanted to create a few little stalls just where some of our visitors can kind of pick up some fruit and things like that. It's not going to be the main little fruit market, but I just sort of wanted to frame in her house. I was sort of torn, guys. It was a toss-up between putting some silos up here or putting little fruit stands, but I found this adorable little custom design code for a stall. So I decided I wanted to use that up here instead of doing silos. So I'm just sort of framing the area in with some barbed wire fence, and then we're going to go ahead and actually put down a couple of plants just to sort of fill it in with some greenery. And then just creating the stall area, we've got these simple panels here with this super adorbs little print of fruit that looks like fruit on a shelf. I think it's perfect for something like this. And then of course a stall with the fruit awning I think is a nice touch for Tangy's house. Now truthfully, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with Tangy's house. I kind of thought it would be fun to change the inside of it and sort of turn it into a little fruit market or tiny little mini grocery store or something of that effect, but I haven't decided yet. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. Should we turn Tangy's house into a little mini grocery store or fruit stand inside as well? Let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I love to get your input because I do want to share this island with you guys, and I'm beyond thrilled that we are already almost to the end of Sugarbelle. All right, so on this particular style, we placed a couple little items, like this little fruit hat that I think is really cute, and of course a little scale. And then down here, I wanted to start working on the larger fruit stands. So this one, we're doing the exact same pattern with these simple panels lined up here right in a row. I'm gonna do 4 of them so that we can put 2 stalls side by side, and then of course a wooden storage shed just to fill in that corner nicely, and then also just for convenience because I think it is nice to be able to have a few tool sheds all throughout the island. That way if you're kind of hanging out and doing builds, you don't have to run all the way to the opposite side. All right, so now we're adding this fruit basket as well as this little grape salad, anything that I can fill in with fruit. One of the things I really like to do is sort of flip the items around. So you'll notice a fruit basket looks slightly different if you place one way and one backwards. So I'm just sort of doing little things like that just to differentiate the items, especially if they're items that I'm using multiple times in a build. Okay, so over here, just framing in this really cute rustic land bridge. If you guys missed that shorts video, I did that just prior to the gyroid garden area that we redid for Shino. So if you missed it, please check it out. But I'm just sort of filling in with some of these apple trees, and then I wanted to sort of create this space of like a little apple picking conveyor belt with little apples that you can drop on top that maybe are coming down the conveyor belt into this adorable little crate of apples. Again, using a Pro Design umbrella that looks like a 3D crate of apples, which I really love. I think it's one of the cutest little items out there these days. And then just adding things like this apple box and a few little buckets and barrels and things like that, just to sort of give the look of a space where you might go ahead and pick your own fruit. All right, there we go. I'm going to put a little bit of fence here as well. I like to put barbed wire fence here and there just to sort of frame in the area, and then just sort of fill it in with things like this little Bounty's lamp, Bounty's tree lamp in the red, which I think is cute for this sort of build with a orchard, and then a little sign, of course, and then yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. One of the things I wanted to check was to make sure that I can see it from above as you're walking by. Okay, so now for this area I sort of envisioned a little pastry cart, just something a place where you might find little fruit pies, something like that as you're visiting Tangy's orchard. So I'm going to start with putting some of these festival banners up here. I really love this item, it's super cute. I love that there's different colored versions of it, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, so it definitely is workable to use for a backdrop if you're sort of building up an area. Definitely if you're able to do layers, I think it adds a lot to this type of a build. So I'm starting out with a layer of the festival banners as well as a row of the wood panels, which I think are going to be really nice for this sort of setting. So now I'm using an ironwood kitchen, just putting little things here and there like a little dish drain and this little fruit water dispenser, just to sort of give the illusion of a little food cart or food truck, that sort of thing. And then I'm going to use these stalls side by side. I love this little pattern. This is a pattern that we actually used when we were doing the build for Ketchup's house. So if you missed that, that was sort of towards the middle part of the Sugarbelle playlist. Please check that video out if you missed it. But I really like this custom design. I think it's super versatile, looks very country and perfect for something like this. And then I'm just sort of placing random items, the little fruit pies, the little gelatin, oh my goodness, the mom's cake. I love all of these items, and I'm trying to go with sort of things that are cherry themed, since this is just sort of in the area where the cherry trees are. And then I'm going to use these Pro Design cutouts. I love these standees. They're super cute. And guys, check out the little gingham curtains. How precious is this? Now this designer actually has this same design in a couple of different colors. There's a yellow one, and I want to say maybe a blue one. So if you're looking for something like this to create your own little pie stand or pastry area, I highly recommend it. So I'll be sure to list the creator's information in the description of the video for you. All right, so we're just sort of framing things in here with the fence, and then just sort of creating this little space by this cherry tree, like this Zen bench. I really love this item, and the fact that you can customize the tablecloth on it is even better. So just sort of filling it in with this little box with cherries on it and a little crate, and just sort of filling things in with little pieces of fruit furniture like the apple chairs. And then using this Apple TV spun around backwards, I think is a nice little way to sort of use that item creatively to create a unique bit of signage for the area. All right, looking pretty good. I think this turned out sort of how I wanted it. We added a little kitchen area here just to be able to have that available to use if we need it, and then some little dirty dishes over there on the back for the utensils for all of the pie making that's going on here at our little cart. Yay, I think it turned out pretty cute. All right, so just wanted to walk over in this area over here and give you a view of how some of this came together. I love this little custom design for our little fruit stand over here. I forgot to mention it. We were going through the fruit stand build. It's a two-piece item that has the fruit listed on it, and I think it's perfect for this type of build. So again, I'll put all that information in the description of the video. So if you guys are looking to create a fruit stand for yourselves, I do hope you'll give this build a try. I hope that you'll find inspiration in this and just find different ways to make it your own, because that's one of the best parts about Animal Crossing, taking ideas and just interpreting them for however we see fit, and using all of our creativity in the Animal Crossing community and sharing it amongst each other so that we can all inspire each other. Yay! I really like the look of this. I like how tall her house is. Sort of looks like it's up on the top of a hill, which is perfect for Tangy. And in the meantime, I'll probably get working on her interior. Maybe potentially post a little follow-up video about that, or for sure make sure that I try to feature it in the tour once we finish Sugarbelle, believe it or not. So guys, believe it or not, with Sugarbelle being nearly complete, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you enjoy on the channel. Do you enjoy doing a step-by-step tutorial on each island? Would you like to see me start a new island from scratch with a brand new theme? Would you like to see me do sort of a 2.0 revamp of one of my older islands? I love to hear from you guys. Love to hear what type of content you find useful and helpful as far as Animal Crossing content goes. So please let me know in the comments what you would like to see next on the channel, because I do aim to please. Okay, let's see. We're gonna walk through here. I just kind of wanted to give you one more little look at everything before we wrap up for the day. I really like how the orange and white on these particular stalls matches Tangy's house. I actually really like the exterior of her house, so I'll probably keep that the same, but definitely it looks like she needs a cute little fruit wreath or something like that to decorate her door. Just a few little finishing touches here and there to bring everything together so Sugarbelle will finally be complete. All right, guys, so thank you so much for joining me for this build. I think probably for the next build, as we do the last couple builds on the island, definitely looking to do a farmer's market area just below here adjacent to Tangy's yard. And then we still need to work on our farmhouse, our homestead yard. So that'll probably be the last build for the island. Once we finish those two things up, then I will, of course, be updating the dream address. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. In the meantime, I wish you all an amazing day. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.